guys, hello and welcome. Here we are back again. Another episode coming at you. It's episode 63. And oh boy, have I been hard at work. Oh my goodness. I got the time-lapse city. Oh, I cannot wait to show you guys. Holy smokes. And I do apologize for having this video come out a little bit late. I did record one days ago, but I left my webcam plugged in, and the microphone on that is like really not that good. So it picked up that as the default mic, so I didn't really clue in until afterwards type thing. And the sound was just atrocious, so I couldn't post it. It was so bad. So I'm gonna re-record this episode. So it's gonna be pretty cool actually. So you can probably guess by the title. I'm doing a golf course and country club. At least starting that. This episode will be a little bit faster probably than the last one I did. Maybe, knock on wood. We'll see. But it's definitely gonna be like a two-part episode. Then I think after that, on episode 65, that's when I'll be doing the naming for some parks after you guys, some regions in the city, and a whole bunch of cool stuff like that. So I'm going to try and... Actually, I'll show you guys something really cool. So first thing I did was add some nice spotlighting to our castle right here on the island, which is pretty neat. And this is... I can't keep a secret. So I did find the mod. So what does this say right here? Right-click to set time of day. Oh my goodness. Nighttime. Daytime. You know that video? Daytime. Nighttime. That's cool though, right? So if you guys want to look it up in the Steam Workshop, it's called the Time Warp mod. And I will post a link for that probably in the comment section if you guys want it for yourself. Super handy. I knew one existed. I talked about that a few episodes ago. So it doesn't really change like the speed at which the sun progresses. You just kind of right-click wherever you want, and it'll just set the time of day. So I want to show you guys this place at night. And the other thing I wanted to do was just add a few more lights around this guy here. And this is the oh goodness, what is it called? It's like it's like a beautification thing or something like that. I can also find a link for this too. It's super handy. You get like all these new individual ploppable items and lights and stuff. So we've been working with them for a few episodes, but just a little recapper. So because this is an airport, I do want a little bit of red lighting around here. So we'll put a couple of those. And I find the blue is a bit nicer for nighttime stuff than the white. I'm not opposed to the white ones, but you can kind of see they're a little bit bright. That's a little one. So we can find a floodlight. I want a floor lights. Wall mounted. No, those ones don't seem like to be as... Here I am trying to say they're very bright and I can't quite... Well, here's what I'm after. I mean, it's not too bad again in combination with the blue, but you can kind of see it is a little bit bright. But we'll do that. I wanted to light up the air traffic control tower here. A little bit more realism. Kind of see that looks kind of nice, right? Too bad it doesn't get the top of it, but not the end of the world. So this is super convenient because now we can do like daytime building, but we can still admire the city at night. So I wanted to show you some cool zones now that they've kind of developed. So before we start our country club and everything, the island basically, it's done developing. Like I added a few more zones along the outside of this road. So you'll kind of see some buildings popping up probably still. This will be office space eventually when the demand comes back in. And then these guys are going to be commercial, same with this, and you can kind of see they're already, some of them are choosing to expand a bit, which is super cool, and that'll kind of help us tackle some demand, because there's a lot of commercial demand right now. And the reason why I'm doing the golf course is I wanted to change pace a little bit and celebrate a city milestone here. I totally let this sneak under the radar. We hit 100,000 people. Look at that, we're 102,000 now. So that's why I want to, do a little bit of a fun challenge and get started with like a golf course. So, oops, that's not what I want to do. Got to right click. Okay, so the sun is rising, and oh, I want to show you guys some zones. Oh my goodness, I'm so silly. Okay, so this is totally now filled in, like I was trying to say, and this is what some of the after dark buildings look like. So this was a zone for like touristy style buildings. So there's like nightlife stuff. what do we have this one as? If we can take a look. This one is for, did I say what this is? Leisure. Okay, so the other one has to be tourism. Yep, cool. So those will be the hotels, and over here we can kind of take a look and see. So like game station, this would be kind of like a giant, like, I want to say arcade, but I feel like the future of arcades, you know, it's like cyber cafes, they were cool in the old days, but the computers weren't really the best, right? So I feel like the next round of cyber cafes will be kind of these places where you go in and have like, you know, high quality LANs. So maybe these are LAN stations we can call them, you know? And there's some gyms, which is cool, some, what else we got here? Looks like some comedy clubs. That's really cool. Oh, these are really nice, actually. It's like lounges. Oh, I like that. This is a cool game. I like this. Very, very nice. All the hotels over here. And traffic, not too bad. But we definitely have to get those bus lanes in. That'll reduce a little bit. So I wanted to show you guys this zone. And I remember we also did some zoning. Yeah, over here, that's right. In Ubad Dean's Park. Kind of see how this area turned out. I feel like you never really stop and admire this kind of stuff. These are very brave people living here. It seems very dangerous, though. You know, I'm gonna actually take that zone off. That seems a little bit too, you know, improbable. Same with these ones here. Take those guys out. Keep the rest of them. Like every single time I load this game, I'm just blown away by the After Dark. Very, very nice. Okay, here I am saying this episode is going to be a little bit shorter because I know what I want to build ahead of time, and yet here I am admiring all the nice stuff in the city. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to kind of recreate what I had done before because I really actually I did like it. What I kind of did was like a little U-shaped kind of series of 2 avenues. We extended the 6-lane out a little bit, and we made kind of like a boundary between where the club started and where the houses ended. Because I wanted to do a few condos over here, but mostly some like, you know, upscale kind of like townhouses and maybe some like mini apartment buildings, some like duplexes, like that kind of stuff. And of course my computer doesn't want to cooperate. I think I'm running way too many mods today. As usual. I've downloaded quite a few actually. There's been some really good ones that have been popping out lately. And so my idea was to kind of loosely follow the coast. Make like a little bit of a W shape in the beginning here. And then what we can do is switch over like that. And then now we have this kind of boundary. And then we'll, this actually looks really cool when I did it before. Extend this a little bit. And then from here, go like this. This will be where the country club and the parking lots and everything kind of start. And then we'll have nice high density little forest kind of just adds like kind of like a breakaway point. So when you're in the club and you look this way, you just kind of feel like you're, you know, deep in the woods type thing. Then like way in the distance you see the city. And inside of these, I decided to put some roundabouts, and they ended up looking really cool, so might as well do that again. Okay, so I'm going to go for a little bit of a tighter roundabout. This one, I probably won't do too much inside of the roundabout itself. This will just be for getting cars through nice and efficiently. And it's so funny, like as I'm building this, like maybe like 10 or 15 times now, I have these little freakouts where I'm like, oh my goodness, you didn't pause and take pictures for the screenshots for the time lapse. Like, not working on that right now, but my brain is on autopilot. It's crazy. I'm staying up till like 1 a.m. almost every night working on this. Like, the city is absolutely massive. I'm gonna give you guys a tour, I think, pretty soon, but I don't want to jinx anything because I've had hiccup with the last 2, so hopefully this comes out smoothly. But I feel like I'm almost at the halfway point with it. There's just so much more to do, though. But I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm kind of learning a little bit more about just kind of like making things a little bit more efficient. So I'm kind of trying new techniques, and I'm looking at different Google Map areas, like that kind of stuff, just to get inspiration. So the creativity juices have been flowing. And my goal for this, you can kind of see when we zoom out overhead, it looks kind of cool. It's a little bit symmetrical, but it's not quite symmetrical. It's not too much of a mess of with the roads here. Alright, so of course, since I downloaded some new assets, I probably will not be able to find what I was looking for, because I don't really know the order of these things now. Okay, well, hopefully the country club's in the beginning. And I do apologize, guys, my voice is a little bit scratchy still. Oh, I downloaded this you guys weren't supposed to see this yet. It's supposed to be a surprise for later. I downloaded a Christmas tree and skating rink. But we'll put that in a little bit closer to Christmas. It's still November, so jumping the gun. Okay, so parking lots. Oh, I downloaded this too. Awesome. Yes, forgot about that. Oh my goodness, I go crazy when I download my assets. How does this happen every time? Okay, so parking lot. Oh, here we are. Okay. So we can do that just kind of as, you know, the first thing you see when you're driving in like this. Or what we could do, and I did not do this last time, let's make things a little bit different, is, so since we know that the country club lines up very well with the curve of that road, let's recreate, so I want to feel like, you know, like valet parking or something, right? I want to have like an off-road here. So if you're driving up to the club, it's, you know. Okay, now have I messed this up? I have not. Perfect. It's just that I did not make that side of the road even. It has to go out one more bubble. Okay, so let's delete that little bit of extra. And darn it, I did not do that properly. Okay. And now I've just made more of a mess. Alright, well, there we go. Everything is solved. Now what I'm trying to do is this. Okay, how many units was this one? Okay, that's 5. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I like this more now. It's a shame that it's slightly on a slope, but that is not the end of the world. And then inside here we can put some fountains and stuff. So let's get rid of these trees actually. And perfect fountain. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why that's spinning. It's gonna make me a little bit dizzy. That was weird. Oh, I totally remember. I'm so silly. I downloaded a mod that does a random generator for the tree. So I'm really sorry. That is very dizzying. The whole point of it, though, is so that your trees don't come in facing the same direction, in case your tree asset or whatever doesn't have a an auto rotation already in it. That is very dizzying, though. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. It's also very distracting, too. Sorry, guys. That's really nice, though. We'll kind of do that as a little basic thing right there. And let's set up the parking lots now. Downloaded a beautiful new parking lot that I really want to use. And I downloaded these guys, these off-ramp markers. Let's just kind of jump away for a second, and I'll show you one of these somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is like next level realism. This is the icing on the cake. We'll rotate that just so it lines up nicely. Yeah, not the best, but still awesome, right? So let's try and fix that a little bit here. Almost. Yeah, that can work for me. That's cool, right? Okay, so I'll put one over here too. I'm gonna slowly put these through the city because I think they just look so awesome. Yeah, that one's a bit better. Very cool. Next level. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. That one I think is right now in the top top mod, so it's very easy to find. I usually cruise through the top mods. It's kind of the way I find these things. And these parking lots also very nice. But if you guys want links, just let me know, and I will do my best to track them down. Okay, so now that the layout's a little bit different, let's see if we can have some fun with this. And so what I'm going for here is not just a golf course, but also a country club. Oh, this is perfect. That way the valet can kind of break away like that. Oh yeah. So hypothetically, you come in, drop off your car, you know, the valet takes you up. I like that a lot. That's really cool. Now, should we just do the same shape over here? Just go for some symmetry? I don't see why not. Symmetrical? That looks symmetrical. I think so. Like, to me, that looks better than being non-symmetrical, you know? Especially if we go... Oh, yeah. So we just give a little bit more room, though. And then we'll kind of break off the extra here. Excellent. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so we'll do the parking lots kind of around this thing. And then we can put in like a pool and a few other of those nice kind of like luxurious feeling kind of assets. And then we can start dropping down the golf course itself. Ooh, this is cool. I like this layout better. I really like the last one, so this is way better. Okay, so these guys, they really are just a nice parking lot. And they do have an after dark feature, so they do light up, which is like super handy. And I don't know if my computer's just being so finicky. What's all these boats? I'm just gonna pause it, make building a little bit easier and smoother, since we don't have to worry about time of day anyhow, right? What a cool mod that is, like nighttime, daytime. You know, I won't do that again, but okay. So just regular parking lots. Let's grab some of those now. And you know what? Since these guys are right here, let's put in some plazas. Are any of these plazas we're after? Not quite. I wanted the yes. What is this one here as a playground? And these are the ones I wanted, just to kind of line the road coming in. I thought that made for a nice little touch right there. Oh, one more would have been very nice, but I will not frown at this. And what we could, in fact, do, just to make this look a little bit nicer, is just add a little bit of pathway going around. Oh, a little bit too far. I like that, though. There, same thing over here. Cool. Works for me. Alright, so more parking lots. And you know what, honestly, like, I know this seems so random. I just want to go drop this really, really quickly up here. I want to change this one. This one doesn't have like an after dark feature, right? So I know this is so random, it's just like I won't do this otherwise, I'll totally forget, right? Oh no! Yes! Perfect. Oh, that's really nice too. And then later on, we can put that running track in. And maybe change some of the parking lots over here. That's really cool. I love the color of that field. Okay, so let's put some pathways back in since we just destroyed them. Cool beans. Very, very cool beans. And double path for the win. Alright. That way we'll get some nice lighting too. And we can probably put some spotlighting and stuff in and around up here, but we'll worry about that later. I just wanted to do that because that's just really nice. I was like, oh gosh, where are we going? Okay. Wow, all over the place. Holy moly. Okay. So, leaning away from those, right? Going back to these. I'm gonna use these guys for sure. I'm gonna move them afterwards. I just want to have a few here, just so I don't have to, like, you know, find them again. And then we can shuffle stuff around. And this is really nice, but I forgot to download the inner fountain part. And also just really like this building, the theater. Downloaded that as well. Okay, oh my goodness. So far we have to travel. Oh no, they're not even this way either. Means we didn't quite get to them yet. Alright. Next time I'll kind of go through this and get an idea of where stuff is ahead of time. Just so we can avoid this, you know. Perfect, here are the ones I'm after. Arguably the nicer parking lots. So I need to leave a gap of 3, which is just enough there. But you can see we've made this. So I have to redo that path basically, which is not a problem at all. Because that way it lines up really nicely with the curve of the road here. And then when you're doing more like this, you can kind of overlap them, right? Okay, so leaving 3 as well. Okay, but let's try and get this looking nicer. What if we go like that? Yeah, not the worst. Not the worst. I like that. I wanted to kind of hang a little bit over, but not too bad. So we'll kind of repeat that on the other side. And you guys get the general idea of what this is kind of going to look like. But so far, not bad. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Okay. Now, you might be saying parking lot overkill, but imagine you were doing like a wedding or something, right? To have like a lot of people coming. Or like hypothetically, if we're hosting like, you know, a PGA tour. Okay, can I line these up? I think so. That one was there, I think. Yep. That looks good to me. And great. Delete the extra. Oh, actually I was saying we could put the extras right there, but no, that would be a little bit too many parking lots. Okay. Now, what I want to do is put like tennis courts and the pool and just a few other things that just feel really, you know, feel really nice up here. Okay, so pool, kind of in line with this, which is really cool. And we can do some paths right away. There we are. Trying to go for symmetry whenever possible. And if we do end up going over top of some of these paths, totally not the end of the world, so be it type thing. And I remember we had to redo this path down here. Excellent. And why don't we line the whole parking lots? There we go. with walking paths. That way, it might seem a little bit more realistic to kind of have people, you know, shuffling around here. Okay, now hopefully we can repeat that over here. There we go. And as a nice little bonus, we'll also get the lights from the path too. Cool. This is honestly really taking shape. Alright. Now, I don't remember if we've already passed the tennis courts. Here they are. Okay, so we'll put 2 sets of tennis courts in. And then, for sure, we're going to use this. We may actually stretch this a little bit out, so it's kind of like in the center of the golf course. How can we get that in here? What if we go